And hello my lovelies, welcome back to another cooking video with your favourite scientist, his mum. Today we're doing a roast pork. I've already taken the pork out of its packaging, put it in the pan, and the first thing that we're going to need to do is score the fat. You actually want to properly cut it up, just cut lines into it as such. I'll be back in a moment for that. As you can see, it's now scored up quite a bit. This scoring will allow it to turn to crackling and crisp it up real nice. The next step, got a flour bin. Grab up some flour, and yep, just get a layer of sort of flour over all the bit of the meat. This will lock in the flavour, stop a lot of flavour from exiting while it's being roasted. Make a sort of nice sort of crispy layer on the outside as well. And also help with making gravy later on, because, well, it helps to trap all the flavour. Right, once it's floured up, you can also create an actual flour mix with like a bit of extra salt and herbs or spices, etc., and use that as your rub. That usually goes really well, but I'm going to add a bit of oil over it. Cool. Now it looks like parts of it don't have any flour on, but they do. They do. Anyway, I've had the oven preheating, so it's time for it to go onto there. Cool, and there it will be for an hour and a half or so. Right, yep, so now it's time to start preparing the roast veg. I've got a bowl with a bit of water. I'm going to dump in some green herb stock. About 2 tablespoons worth, I reckon. And I'm going to dump in some salt. Should have pre-opened it. This is pretty much a brine mix that we'll soak the veggies in first, and then later on this water stuff will be used to do the veggies, do other veggies, and then into the gravy. Yeah, so the veggies that we'll be roasting today, we've got a couple of potatoes, a couple of kumara, which are a New Zealand variant of sweet potatoes, and we've got pumpkin. First of all, I've already rinsed some, but you really need to rinse off the veggies first. Maybe give them a brush if there is a bit of dirt on them. Wow. Now, yeah, then you just start chopping up. Now, ideally, the size that you chop up to is your own choice, but I like to make them about, 2 small bites or 1 big mouthful. You kind of don't have to really chop them up on your plate afterwards if you do it this size. I'm probably going to need another potato too. I'll chop these bits up and I'll get back to you. So yeah, I got an extra 2 potatoes and chop them up. Yeah, pretty much once you chop up your veggies, just dump them into the salt water flavour solution. Probably going to have to add more water into that soon enough. Chop it up, mix them around a little, and then just continue chopping up the rest. So yeah, I've chopped up all the veggies. You might see some onion in there as well. I've also got garlic to add. So from here you pretty much just start dumping everything. Get off a little bit of the water because they'll interfere a bit with the roasting. You can see like the herbs from the green herb stock. You just dump them all in, and yeah, I decided to use a second roasting tray because I figured the first one wasn't quite gonna be big enough. Heck, even this one might not be big enough. Alright. Yeah, but once you're done, yeah, now you want to sort of jostle them around a bit, but really, that's more to get a layer of oil over them, but really, the spray on olive oil will also work just as good. Those are in. I'll put these ones in the oven, put the other bits of roast veg in with the pan that has the pork, and I'll get back to you soon. So I transferred all the veggies from the bowl into a pot, and this pot's going to be for boiling up, you know, the broccoli and the cauliflower. Some people don't like them, whatever, they do what they want. But yeah, first of all I gotta boil up this pot of veggie juice, whatever it is now, and then you chop them up, you'll add them in. You only need it boiling away for, you know, 5-10 minutes, then they're ready. I'll see you soon. Yeah, I heated up the soup stuff by itself, juice, till it was pretty much simmering away. Then I, you know, with the lid on to keep heat. Now I put all the other veggies in, the boiled ones. Well, yeah, have that going for a little bit. Yeah, it's quite a bit of time later, about an hour later than I thought that I was meant to be. That's because our gas oven has a tendency to just go out. Oh well. Anyway, that looks decently cooked. It looks cooked enough. Alright, taking that off, and then you gotta get this onto here, and then put the veggies into that one. I already started eating some, I was getting hungry, but you know, I'll move things around. Yep, cool. Now that the meat's been removed, you might be able to see there's still oil and stuff left. This is good. This is what we use as the base of the gravy. You get some flour. I'm gonna need 3-4 tablespoons worth. Just dump it in there. I forgot to turn on the element. Cool, that's on. Mix it around. You form up a paste and let it cook just a tiny bit. I'm going to need 2 hands for this. Alright, it's been mixed up a fair bit. It's starting to cook a fair bit. I'm going to turn it down just to be safe. Yeah, you can see it's definitely starting to cook up. And now it's time to add all that veggie water. Yep. Don't be too alarmed if that happens. You can always just, you know, scoop it back out, dump it there. This is the basis for the gravy. And then you just really just keep mixing that. For me, I personally like adding a few dashes of soy sauce. This just adds colour, adds umami. And you just generally keep mixing this up for a minute or two. Try to keep it at an even consistency, and there'll be your gravy made, your veggies there, your meat nicely cooked, your veggies nicely roasted, and there'll be your dinner ready to serve up. Right. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.